Hello and welcome to the first official release of 2023 for the Underground Treehouse podcast.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Podcast that discusses and reviews music of all genres. I'm 1/4 year host Ruben. Joining me as always is Marcos.
Hi.
Isaac.
Hello, hello.
And Keenan.
What up?
This week we're going to be reviewing the latest album from French artist Pomme titled Consolation. Isaac's pick, but before we get into that, we will give you our music recommendations of the week as well as our local beer recommendation of the week. Keenan, what do you have for music?
Ooh. I got some local for you guys.
Mishap.
Ooh.
No, unfortunately.
It's
Shout
guilty,
out-
though.
shout
Loaded
out-
hippies.
Shout out to Mishap though. And that merch drop. The
Oh.
Johnny Tapia.
Yeah, dude.
That's so sick.
With Al Hurricane in the corner.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It had an Al Hurricane on the corner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's down on the bottom.
And a Roadrunner.
No, so what I got for you guys is the new Crime Lab.
Oh.
Ooh, that new Crime Lab Gumshoe.
Yeah.
The latest release by Albuquerque Locals Crime Lab. And let me just read you their bio from Spotify. It says, how do you describe such a unique band without getting into the endless comparison of their influences? What if the Beach Boys were actually Pavement? What if Rilo Kiley was just really weird? What if Archers of Loaf were Archers of Loafers? Suffice to say, it's hard to put a pin on exactly what Crime Lab does or exactly why it's so special, but what happens when these four guys get in a room is art, and it is so special. So welcome to your new favorite band from Albuquerque, Crime Lab.
Damn, son.
Play a house show. I miss house shows with Crime Lab. Damn, and bring back adult beverage, please. But
Hey, at the next Grand Jam Fest.
Yes,
Here we go.
sir.
Hey, let's get them on the bill.
latest
sir.
release, Gumshoe by Crime Lab.
So this week, since we're doing something a little more, Français, I wanted to, dip my toes in, sort of a similar vibe. So I'm going with an artist named Charlotte Caldin. And she has a song called Big Boy. And it's just very, 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 like, bluesy and just, like, picture, like, a Amy Winehouse, but
French?
like, more, yeah, like, more, well, it's an English song, but
Oh.
there's just something about it that's just so fucking buttery smooth, like, and, yeah, it's that good jazz shit. Pretty much if you like Amy, you'll like her. And they're obviously different. I think Amy has more of a rustic feel to her, and she's a little more. She had a little more to an edge to her,
Yeah.
And this is more just fucking smooth as hell. So
My band would be Clench Your Fist. It's a pretty, I'd say kind of new, local, not local whatsoever. I don't know where they're from. Sorry, dude, that German beer. It's a new hardcore band. They go hard as hell. Fury is the song that I would recommend, but that whole EP is pretty hardcore. So, no pun intended.
Clench your fist.
Clench Your Fist. I sent you it, actually. I was like, yo,
Yeah, you did.
Kenyan, on you.
Fucking Canyon. That shit kills me. So I have some hardcore to recommend this week as well.
Go.
My recommendation is going to be the newest album, The Great Satan by Highway Sniper. And I got to say, it has to be one of my favorite band names I've heard in a while.
For sure.
Highway Sniper.
yeah, that's tough.
Come on. But kind of run-of-the-mill hardcore, but very political, which I love in my hardcore. Not much to say. Just super hard-hitting, fast-paced, classic-sounding hardcore. Great political themes thrown in as well. But yeah, The Great Satan by Highway Sniper.
Bookend Marcus from the Valley. Two-step to it.
Oh,
I already heard it.
yeah, I played shit in my car. He couldn't behave himself.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was about to throw up.
Okay, our beer recommendation of the week is going to be our second beer from Little Toad Creek Brewery and Distillery from Silver City. The first time we had the Pendejo Porter. This time we're going to have the Lucky Toe Lager. Crisp and light at 4.8%. I mean, we're drinking in the middle of a fucking shed in the middle of winter, but
Yeah, we are.
hey, it's fit for all occasions. This shit's going to hit. It's hitting now. It's going to hit. Perfect in the summer. Drinks real smooth. Has a nice weedy, bold taste to it. This is one of the best lagers you're going to get from any type of brewery in New Mexico.
Very refreshing. Rolls off the tongue nicely.
Well
Perfectly said. There you go.
Thank you.
Lucky Toad Lager. We can use a little bit of luck. Listen to our podcast so we can quit our day jobs, please.
Yeah, I'm tired of this shit.
Please.
I want to do this shit full time. Come on, please. Please. What?
For the love of God, please.
Elon, please.
No,
Daddy.
don't say Elon. Not Elon.
He'll fucking run us into the ground, bro.
Go,
Everything he
go sup-
touches.
go support Little Toad Creek and then support the Underground Treehouse.
Yeah.
In that order.
In that order.
In that order. Yeah. All right. Consolation from Pomme, which means apple. Translated from French to English, in case you didn't know.
Ooh.
Isaac, what led you to this?
So I'm kind of all over the place when I listen to shit. Like, if I just find something that I like, I'll run it to the ground. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, I really don't. I'm really not picky when I like something, you know? Whether it's a more traditional, you know, sounding music or if it's more experimental. So my algorithm had put me on to this woman probably about a year ago, I would say. And I would just listen to random songs by her and stuff. And then she came out with a Colors music video. And ever since then, I was fucking hooked. Because, like, you know, I found her in the algorithm, whatever, and then kind of just lost track. But then when I rediscovered her in the Colors music video, it was tremendous. Keenan, any thoughts?
You've been holding out for a fucking year, bro.
Bro, after our top 10s, what are you
this
doing?
shit, I have it in my notes at the end that this shit would have made my top 10.
Serio?
You've been holding
That's
back
crazy.
on me.
Hey,
that
okay,
long?
I got you. I'll be sending you all these weird little
Oh
darlings
my
that I find.
God, I can't wait to dive into this.
I got you, dog. I got you. But yeah, pretty much an algorithm thing that moved into a Colors thing. We're always shouting out Colors, but really, seriously, check out Colors, the YouTube channel, all caps. They have so many unique artists on there. But so she dropped a music video on their channel from one of the songs on this album, the one that starts with the T that we were just listening to.
It's like Trambu.
Trembo.
Cham-
Trembio.
Chambu.
Just a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Almost every song is in French. We're going to butcher the fuck
Yeah.
out of this.
There you go.
Just saying.
Tambu.
Tambien.
Tambio, that's what
Tambien.
it is.
Tambien.
Tambien.
Man, I don't speak no French, bro, but it doesn't matter because her voice is transcendent of language and time, bro.
Yes, it
this
is.
shit sounds good no matter what at any time. Like, but anyways, so found her. That's what put me on, and didn't even realize that she had dropped this album until after I saw the Colors video. And then once I knew that she had dropped something this year, I had
that's
to.
it.
It was a wrap, bro. It was an easy dub. So that's pretty much what led me to it.
I got you. What and then just to preface that, when you say this year, you mean 2022.
2022. Yeah, my
Yeah.
apologies. My
No,
apologies.
you good.
You fucking nerd.
So before we get into this album, do you guys listen to any foreign music?
Spanish music.
Corridos or what?
when I'm with my sister, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, is that it? Just Spanish music?
Spanish music.
You listen to German?
I guess yeah. German rock.
Ooh, shout
That
out
was
to We
tight.
Butter. Nice.
Got
that,
you.
that was good. Yeah, I guess.
On the daily? I mean,
What?
Not really.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
Oh, my bad.
No, yeah, like on the daily, no, not really. Like in high school, I had like this weird like Brazilian like Spanish like hardcore phase
Mhm.
Nice.
and like death metal phase, but outside of that, no, not really.
Yeah, I tried to get into some of it. I try to listen to as much as I can. I don't really have like a specific, like if I do listen to foreign music, I don't have a specific genre or
Ooh.
specific language that I listen to.
That's fair.
Yeah,
City pop.
city pop.
City pop. Even
Good one.
Explain what city pop is. Love it, but explain it for people who don't know.
Ruben gives a better explanation than I do. The way you explain it to me.
When I explain this.
What's that? What's that brewery downtown? Like more north, and then you turn right.
Oh, Sidetrack.
Sidetrack. There you go.
Yeah,
Sidetrack.
another great brewery. Please support them.
Yes.
Sidetrack is amazing.
So you explained it perfectly.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I don't remember what I said, but
Uh,
on the spot, I'd have to say it's just like it's Japanese pop music with like a hint of funk and vaporwave.
Word.
But I guess it wouldn't even be vaporwave because it was before
That wasn't a
vaporwave.
thing.
Super 80s.
Yeah.
It's
It's
It-
80s
it's-
funk soul
yeah.
Japanese.
It's the Japanese. It's the Japanese answer to what Americans were doing in the 80s.
Mhm.
It's 80s pop music, just done
Go-
with more soul.
But
Yeah.
way
Go-
better. But
go
way
look-
better.
Yeah, way more soul.
Go look up the intro to Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
That's city pop.
Yeah. Listen to the album Plastic Love. Yeah, I don't really have like a specific genre that I jump to. I listen to a little bit of everything. Like Lim Gyong, I talked about him on our Drake review. He's a dope Taiwanese like techno kind of producer. So I like that. So I guess I kind of like Taiwanese music, a little bit of Spanish. As far as French, like I've never really listened to like any isolated French artists, but I fucking love Thievery Corporation.
Ooh.
And I guess speaking of that, a little bit of Bossa Nova. I listen to
Yeah.
Bossa Nova too, but I love Thievery Corporation, and they've always incorporated French artists, but they have this one singer, Lulu Galechkin or something. I'm not too sure how to pronounce her last name, but she's multilingual and she sings a lot of songs in French too.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
I guess as far as French music goes, that's the deepest I've gone. Shout out to Thievery, man. They really broadened my horizons with music. But yeah, I guess that's really all I really have as far as foreign music. So, is it just French that you're really listening to as far as foreign music?
So fucking French, Italian, yeah, like you guys said, like Japanese and stuff like that. Lots of like real deep like native shit, but like not Native American, like native like fuck, what am I trying to think of? Like those fools from-
Mongolian throat singers.
Huh?
Word.
No, but shout out the Who, dog. Shout out
Like
the Who.
Inuit, like
No, like
like
the-
Bjork.
Hey, well, shout, I fuck with the Finnish or whatever the fuck she is.
Bro, she's Icelandic.
Oh, I
Icelandic.
guess we listen to Icelandic
yeah,
music
yeah,
too.
no, the
Man, I be listening to everything. Fuck what I said.
Aztec,
Yeah, word.
like the Aztec type shit, bro. Like whatever
Oh.
that shit is called. Like
Yeah.
they have like these real beautiful artists that just sing from the fucking soul, and you could feel like the fucking grass grow around you, bro. It's
Uh-huh.
fucking beautiful. So I listen to all kinds of different shit that has like I literally don't know what any of them are saying, but it's all fucking gas.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So I guess what we got, and it might be kind of a stereotype. I don't know if this is just from the French music I've heard. This is kind of what led me to have these preconceived notions about this album. But this is kind of along the lines of what I was getting. Despite her being somewhat of like a pop artist, it has this very like melancholy type of like somber, soft sound to it. Is this something that you guys were expecting from this album? Were you guys expecting anything, I guess is what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say.
I
but-
expected this album to be the soundtrack to Ratatouille, and it hit the mark. Literally.
Bro, to be fair, to back him up, we play this song while we're cooking. This not song, but this album.
Yeah.
This album is played while we are cooking.
Yeah, and
it's very
that's
slice of life.
there's nothing
It
bad
is.
about that. Ratatouille is a good movie with an amazing soundtrack already. It's
Bro,
just like, yo,
Yeah.
I could see this album being played on a lot of parts of Ratatouille.
Okay.
So, but to answer your question, like I had no idea what to expect. But what's like the common theme, like for me, especially with just like foreign music, is it catchy?
Mm.
Is it catchy?
Mhm.
And so obviously, like the first couple listens of this album, it's like, is it catchy? And I could say yes.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. It's very melancholy, like you said. It's very like warm and embracing. And
Mm.
then once I finally like get into the lyrics and like translate them, that's when I can kind of like try to relate to it
Mhm.
in a way.
Mhm.
And with this album, it's very, I guess not catchy. It's just beautiful.
Mhm.
And so right off the bat, that's what I related to.
Okay.
Is it's good. I'm not skipping anything.
So I base it off the album cover. Off anything. When I get recommended an album, I look at or a song, I look at the fucking artwork. That
Mhm.
shit had swag. That bitch
Explain
had
what the
swag.
album
Very
cover looks like.
artistic. Very
It's just
artistic.
her hitting a fucking drippy ass pose, bro, with the fucking samurai hat, sombrero. I don't know what the fuck it is.
And to
but-
me, it looks like a giant mushroom cap.
That's what it does
Yeah.
look like. It reminds me of some fucking Young Thug Jeffrey shit.
yeah, literally.
It did, huh? With him wearing the fucking like,
Yeah, yeah,
kimono
yeah.
dress or whatever.
Exactly.
So
Free slime.
honestly, I don't free him. He's a fucking murderer. What are
Oh,
you
is he?
talking about? Yes.
YSL never fold.
Free Hitler. I don't know what he did, but free my boy. The fuck? What do you mean? No, he's a fucking gang leader. No, don't free him.
Chalk that. He didn't mean that.
How are you gonna say free that fool? No, I hate that. I hate that trend that there's going on to free him. It's like, no, he's a criminal. Like, don't free him. This motherfucker has hits out on people for no reason. Like, don't free him. I don't know.
Yeah,
what the
but
fuck.
he released Hot with Young.
That is
Gunna.
true.
I mean, fuck.
He did Metro Spider.
He did. Yeah.
He should probably get a pass.
He should probably get a Nobel Peace Prize, and then like they should compensate him for his noble efforts.
It's true. Yeah, he does release some heat, but
Bro, if anyone's getting that Nobel Peace Prize, it's Pomme.
Bro,
and
he was
fucking
releasing a
poetry.
lot of heat.
Yeah.
Bucks.
all right. Anyways, yeah, based off the album cover, when I first looked it up, I was like, holy shit, this shit's gonna be smooth for sure, because it's like it gives that art
it's very
sense to
artsy.
it, very artsy, very mellow. Like she's literally just dripped out on a fucking pose. So that's what I got it from it.
And when I saw the album cover, I was expecting something a lot more like avant-garde. I didn't think it was gonna be as structured.
Straightforward.
Yeah, because it's straightforward, but not in a boring way. It's straightforward in more of like the sense of like the timing, I guess you could say.
It's
and, like,
easy to listen to, even though
Yeah,
none
it
of us
is.
speak French.
Yeah,
That shit is so smooth that you don't need to know what she's saying to resonate with like the vocal harmonies and
Yeah.
the instrumentals and the way that she progresses her sound through each track.
Boom. So like early jazz was kind of like considered like just easy listening. That's literally what this is.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, like I have this shit on every night while I'm cooking dinner.
So it's elevator music.
Fuck yeah.
elevator
better.
music.
Yeah, could be.
But better.
Yeah,
It's like one of those fast elevators that you have to hold on to.
elevator.
That's not.
The fucking what's the ride at Disneyland?
The Tower.
The Tower.
Yeah, the Tower of Terrors.
Oh, it's Guardians of the Galaxy now.
What?
It's not the Tower of Terror
Oh,
anymore.
lame,
Rip.
bro.
Rip.
Fucking lame.
All my homies hate Guardians of the Galaxy.
So yeah, I mean, looking at that album cover, I thought it was gonna be something a little bit more avant-garde. Maybe not necessarily experimental, but something a little bit more out of the box.
Right.
Especially when you got that first track, and it's not even really a track. It's just kind of like a quick little interlude.
Intro.
Yeah, 2251. It's like them just laughing. It
Oh,
reminded me of
what a
some
laugh.
Saya Gray shit.
It's exactly what Saya Gray literally started hers off with her mom like speaking, and then she has other interludes of her just like laughing. It's 100%,
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
just fucking around in the background and shit.
And it's like a recording. It's like over the phone or something.
Yeah,
You can clearly hear it.
yeah, exactly.
Which also you also get like influence of that like in throughout the album, like
Mhm.
with the recordings and stuff.
Definitely.
100%.
And then that leads into, again, sorry for the pronunciations.
Jade?
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
So the N isn't pronounced N?
No, because Charlotte Caldin is pronounced Caldin, and it's Cardin.
Whoa.
So Cardin.
Damn, this boy
Look at
gonna be
you.
you gonna be bilingual by the time we fucking
Hell yeah.
get this
Go
podcast
watch
done.
his French animes.
You know what I'm
French
saying?
animes.
No,
So yeah, so once we get into that second track, it was a little bit more straightforward than I thought. I mean, like I said, it's not anything boring or anything. It's actually really fucking good.
That would go crazy.
Oh my god, dude, her vocals, when she hits that high note leading into the end, of the hook,
Yeah.
and then it leads into her whoo, like
Yes,
oh,
those harmonies
man.
are insane.
Yeah, dude.
throughout the album too.
Yeah, and it's not just it's.
No, because it's gonna be like a pretty common theme
Yeah.
throughout this album.
I hope you like good singing and great harmonies. Just
Seriously,
FYI.
beautiful, and it's funny because it's like the harmonies don't exactly like match up. As weird as that sounds, it's because like whoever's in the back, they're just kind of like doing their own thing, and it's just like perfect. Like because whatever she says, it's just like perfectly like harmonizes with it. And then like that person in the background still just kind of like doing their own tone, and then like
Yeah.
she kind of goes off on her own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the production is crazy.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
So many different layered vocals and the way that they piece together the instrumentals, like all the instruments and shit, and the way that they just builds off one another it's a piece of fucking art, bro. Like I fucking love this album.
Yeah, 100%. I'm glad that we didn't review it right away because there's a lot of subtleties that I kind of missed on my first like 2 or 3 listens of this album. But I just want to attest to that production because the production quality on this is fucking insane. And when you actually sit down and fully focus on it and, you're fully invested into the music. There's so much shit that's hidden underneath the surface. Like there's small little string sections that I didn't catch on the first listen in multiple songs, and then like a lot of the background harmonies, some of them are very prominent, like in La Riviera.
Yep.
Or something like
Yep.
that. I mean, obviously those are really prominent, but then you'll hear like small little vocal samples kind of hit here and
Or you hear,
there.
like a little chime here.
Yeah,
there,
and like holy
like a little
fuck.
note,
Yeah, I'm like, this is the fifth time I listen to this. How the fuck did I not hear that?
And it's all over the place too, because like the dominant instruments throughout this track were like the drums and the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
But like you guys said, you do get those like little snippets of like the vocals in the background, or just whatever it be, like the strings, and just keeps you on your toes.
Since we were on the topic of catchy, I want to jump to the fifth track, Nelly.
Oh,
I think.
favorite rapper.
I think. Shut the fuck up. Shout out Tip Drill.
Yeah, exactly.
I go against the grain as far as the sound. This one doesn't sound warm to me. This one sounds very cold and very.
This one's very
like,
serious.
It's a
somber.
very spacey
Yeah.
beat. It's the first time that we're getting away from that mostly acoustic production. It has a real lo-fi vibe to it. You know what I mean? And with
I
the
didn't
beat
get
like
lo-fi,
this,
to be honest.
Huh?
I didn't get lo-fi.
But you know what I mean though? Like that, it's
Like
that
grainy
spacey,
type of like.
to me, it sounds like something that a hip hop producer would sample. Maybe lo-fi isn't it, but it definitely doesn't sound acoustic, and it definitely doesn't sound fucking what we've been getting
Yeah, 'cause
previously.
we got like beautiful instruments.
And this is the first one with like a drum.
Yeah, and
You
then
know what
like
I mean?
she's kind of like humming throughout the whole song.
Bro, her hums
Yeah.
go crazy.
And so
That's the exact one I was referencing as
So-
far as like catchiness. The humming is
Yeah.
very catchy.
Yeah, so the sound is very different from what we've got from the
Yep.
first 4 tracks. Well, I mean, I guess 3 because that first one was an interlude.
Yeah.
But this one was actually like the tone itself was just like a little darker.
Yeah.
Even though it was, I mean, you got to go and listen to it. It's a little catchy, but the tone itself is a little darker from the uppity, beautiful piano keyboard that we were getting from the other tracks.
Yep.
Mhm.
And so I could totally see that.
There's like a nice little twist to it, though, I thought. But this is one of the songs that really wanted to put me to sleep, man.
That
This
humming.
one wanted to put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Humming.
Oh, I
Dark-
guess it's like a
It's
lullaby.
slower- Yeah, it's very slower
It's
bass.
very slow, her humming, and a dark ambient vibe to it. It's just
Oh, yeah.
like, fuck, man.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's really a majority of this album. Damn near every song is real mellow and
That is true, yeah. Majority of this
a
album
more
fucking
down-tempo.
is like a lullaby, man. Fucking hell.
yeah.
Not
we
in a
get-
bad way whatsoever. Not in a bad way whatsoever. I could listen to Galleria music, and that shit's going to put me to sleep because it's so soothing. But fuck, man.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
spoiler alert that my top 3 tracks made my sleepy time playlist. So I'd be falling
Oh,
asleep to this almost every
shit.
night, bro.
Let's go.
You've been having some great dreams.
Oh yeah.
I guess we can jump to another one. Are you guys done talking about that
Well,
track?
real quick,
Oh.
the ending of this track kind of bothered me.
What?
It did, like with it was like the outro with the like another voice recording.
Mm-hmm.
So the track itself is actually about it doesn't really matter, but the Canadian novelist and the French Canadian novelist Nelly Arcane.
Mhm.
Arcone. But it basically sounds like a voicemail of her ending the track, and then that part I kind of just would have been fine without.
Mm.
I feel that.
That part
I
is
feel
kind of like when I'm listening to it, and if I'm quick enough, I will skip that outro.
Right.
And
Is it just a little abrasive or?
I don't know, something about it. It just bothers me because it just doesn't go well with
doesn't
her
flow.
humming.
Yeah.
It doesn't flow because it's weird because like we get her singing. Actually don't even know her name, but we get Pomme singing, and then it just goes into that like weird like
Oh.
recording outro, and that part just kind of like threw me off. It doesn't really flow with the rest of the track.
Mhm.
But other than that, this track is beautiful.
Fuck yeah. No, completely agree. Well, I mean, I don't necessarily mind it as much as you do, but like
Yeah.
I could totally like you said, if I got the time, boop, just.
And again, like if I
let's get
catch it in time, I'm just hitting next. But if
Yeah,
not,
if
it's just
not,
playing
it's-
through.
it's a
but
vibe,
it's
yeah.
whatever. Exactly.
And it's literally the artist whose the song is about who's
Yeah.
speaking. So it
So it's a nice little tribute.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it adds to the overall theme of the song, and I respect it, but yeah, I could live. Yeah, I'm indifferent.
Mhm.
Word.
So, I guess we can jump onto another song that is a little bit more fast paced that I think is definitely a change of pace. And it's interesting because this song has 2 versions of it on the same
Oh.
album,
Oh, yep.
which is kind of wild.
Bro,
Like,
this is the
and this shit-
heaviest song. This is the heavy. Well, not heavy, but like this is the most like
No.
mean song.
Oh, bro, literally right here in all caps, I got "Call 'Em Out, Girl."
There's one
Get his
song.
ass.
There's one song before this that's heavier.
Oh
I-
no,
I
yeah,
think-
not yeah.
Heavier topic wise. I think we might
Topic heavy.
be
Yeah.
in agreement in that. We'll get to it.
100%.
But yeah, I guess as far as like overly aggressive, yeah, this is the song. Very bad.
Yeah, big old fuck
Also,
you.
which is also in English,
Yeah, so
Yes.
this one is in English.
and there are
Uh,
2 versions.
Yeah, there's
Which-
2 versions. There's
What do you guys feel? I kind of find it a little bit redundant. I think if you're gonna do 2 versions of the same track on the same album, you should probably throw that other version on like a deluxe edition.
I was
Like a
literally
bonus
about to
track
say
or
that.
something.
Yeah, I was
Or a
literally about
bonus
to say
track?
that. Literally, yeah.
You're literally putting that song right next to the original song, and it's good, but like I prefer the original's production anyway.
So that's the thing. So which one would be on the deluxe? Would it be the softer version or the
Soft.
original version?
it'd have to be the softer version. Because the softer version, I don't know. I just think the way the other songs flow into this one, the softer version doesn't flow as well as the regular version.
Interesting.
And plus, you want your best work to be on your album, your main
Yeah.
album.
True.
So,
I think they're both good. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I could
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
I
They're
could
both
see.
good, but like it's redundant as fuck. Like,
No, yeah, I could just because I could see the first one being like an outtake type thing, just because the way it ends
right.
with So the song starts off obviously with her singing, and then it ends with her like in a crowd, and there's like a lot of people. It sounds like everybody's just like
Yeah.
in her living room, just like singing this song through a phone. It sounds like a recording.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That last part when everybody's singing, you got the dog barking in the background. So that's why like I could see this one just kind of like being an outtake, like a special type thing.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Just because the second version is so soft, literally
Oh, so
called the
you're saying
softer
it
version.
fits better in the album.
I do,
Okay.
but
I agree.
but I do prefer that first version. That second version, the softer version, is beautiful.
Yeah.
The guitar, everything is beautiful about it. But I just prefer that first version because it is so uppity. It is fun, and that's just what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
with
but-
you. I like the production on the original one better than the soft version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
That's probably why it's first. But
Yeah,
it
'cause
is,
you could
it
throw
is a
that
little
the
redundant.
softer version on like in between any of the first 4 tracks.
Oh,
and-
exactly.
And it would have
Be
flowed
cherry.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to back, bro, and they're
That's-
like,
It's just like
That's pretty crazy.
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It just didn't flow well. And then because I like B, the ending track so much, it was like, damn, you're gonna make me listen to the same song again before getting to
Yeah,
that one.
that is. It was weird, but
yeah, just get this shit over with.
Yeah,
Let me just
bro.
listen to
Like
this.
I love my time here, but don't fucking come on.
But the song itself, who she
Yes.
was targeting,
Mm,
who's she going after?
mm.
So I have no idea.
I think she's going after. I think she's either talking. She's talking about her own personal experience when she was 18.
Mhm.
But if a woman is listening to this song, it's more of a critique on what women have to go through in society and like the
Oh.
complex relationships that women get themselves in at a younger age with older men.
wow.
That's perfect. It could be targeting one person, or it could be targeting a whole agenda, like you just said.
Yeah, like it could be covering a whole basis because
It could be covering a whole basis because her one experience isn't exactly
Unique.
Unfortunately.
yeah, something that's shared between a lot of women.
Yeah, so even though it is a personal thing, it isn't something that's like so out of this world, that only she experienced. Like, fuck no.
Mm-hmm.
Women have to go through all this shit all the time, bro.
100%. And I guess, when you get the first couple verses, it sounds like it could be a very like isolated type of incident. Like it could be referencing somebody specifically with the lyrics, "Don't you give a fuck, I'm not starstruck anymore. Now I have more money than you do. Does it make you feel like you failed?" It seems
Jesus
kind of
Christ.
yeah. Well, she wasn't holding back
That's
with this
cold-blooded,
shit.
dog.
Yeah.
That's cold-blooded.
But then you get into that third verse. Don't you find it strange to like girls my age
I
or
was just about to
younger?
say it.
Yeah. I
Yep.
hope your sis is fine when you see her face. Tell her that I love her.
Like that right there is like targeting someone specific. That's why
Yeah.
it's like I didn't look at it from your point, Isaac. I thought she was targeting like one specific person.
Right.
But it could be a critique, yeah, on just the whole older men with a lot of fame and money.
Yeah.
Not even just fame, a lot of money liking the younger,
Right.
more impressionable type of women.
Leonardo, baby.
Oh,
Stop it. Leonardo.
shit.
Don't say his name all cool, cause what the fuck?
That's true.
Fuck
Yeah.
that fool.
You got that 25-year-old rule. 25-year-old rule.
Yeah. Anything past that
Yeah.
is done.
It's done.
hmm Okay, so moving on to the song that I was alluding to earlier,
Mm-hmm.
which I think we could all agree is probably the most emotional, hard-hitting song fucking topic-wise is Puppy.
Oh,
If you have a heart,
If you have a
If you
heart,
have a
yeah,
heart,
you
yep.
might be a psychopath. You might torture dogs or something.
oh, fuck you.
But
you can even be a
man,
cat person and just relate this shit to any pet ever. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%.
Bro, you could probably just quote the whole song. It's so quick.
Yeah, it is a short one for sure.
It definitely is. So, as the title may allude to, it's about a puppy. Not very happy though.
It's about the
It's the musical version of Marley and Me.
That's fair. Goddamn.
Holy shit! How old was Marley when they died in that movie?
I don't want to talk about it. Stop. Stop.
Them
Stop. Stop.
boys
Stop.
the
Stop.
puppy
Gryffindor,
technically.
bro.
That was a
That
puppy
gas,
technically.
bro.
He was still a puppy.
It was technically.
What?
Didn't
Yeah.
his stomach get all turned over or something in the
Oh,
movie?
babe.
Bro, that fool had kids.
Puppy's gonna have kids. He was like 10 months, wasn't he?
Owen
No, he was a
Wilson had
straight-up
kids.
dog.
They were like
His stomach
Oh,
turned.
they did. Well, I'm sorry, I haven't seen that movie since like fucking high
7,
school.
8, and then they had Marley like years before they had the kids.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen that movie since fucking high school.
Either way, that
And
fool died.
That's one of the only movies you need to watch once.
True.
That's
Yeah,
true,
you
that is
don't
true.
gonna be watching that. So that's what this fucking song is about. Like Marley and Me. That's
Yeah,
just so
dude,
funny.
it's a
No.
fucking sad song.
So you start off, of course, is how you would buy a dog. Now the time is slow and they close all the stores. As I see you grow, I love you more. Never let you go, I'll watch you from the door. And you're just building that slow kind of bond with the dog. Hey, let's be honest, bro. That bond with dogs isn't slow. That shit kind of catches quick.
For real.
And then the chorus. The one part that we have to listen to multiple times in this fucking song. I am in fear of the day you will die. Things when they change always make me cry. And then repeats. I am in fear of the day you will die.
And then just give us the
God, man.
give us the outro. You're
No.
just gonna leave us on.
All right.
You're
Not,
just gonna leave us
not a
like
dog
that?
owner, but I could
I'm-
understand from my friends having dogs. Well,
Oh.
yeah, it's pretty hard.
I was trying to give you guys a little bit of time to, maybe get your emotions out. Okay, I'll go straight for the outro too.
Oh.
As I see you grow, I love you more. So I guess it kind of ends on a more, positive note.
It tries
does.
to.
It tries, but then,
She hit us with that, and then
but then the whole time you just, oh man, it's funny that a song about an animal dying hits maybe harder than songs about a human dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's just something about that unrequited type of love. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
100%. Unconditional, unwavering love, especially for something that only knows love, if that's what you give them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's almost more than like your kid, bro. Because like your kid's going to be like, fuck you, mom. I'm going to listen to Limp Bizkit or whatever, you
that's
know?
Marcus, bro.
You know what I mean? But a dog's going to eat the same fucking chow food. He's going to sit in the same fucking spot. He's going to get scratches in the same fucking places where he likes scratches forever until he dies, bro. Until they die, whatever.
Bro.
And
There ain't nothing, and then
they're
they're fucking-
loyal as hell, bro.
Exactly, and it's not like okay, well, I'm probably gonna live longer than my kid, so okay, I'll probably die first. No,
Yeah,
dude,
you're an
your
evil
dog is
person if you do-
100% gonna die before you do.
Yeah.
So
Unless you have my luck.
Let's stop this, bro. Stop.
Hey, man, we gotta dig through the trenches. We gotta walk through the bog before we get to the rest of this shit, right? Because
Oof.
other than these two songs, it kind of seems like the theme is kind of the same throughout the whole album. As like, it seems like everything kind of has the same, like the subject matter.
Formula.
Just a theme.
Yeah, it seems like it kind of sticks to a formula, at least subject-wise. A lot of it kind of like runs through like with relationships and like with personal growth, but it like, I don't know. To me, it didn't really seem like too many other songs kind of hit the same way subject-wise. Am I wrong in that? Does anybody else?
You're not wrong, because that's my only nick about this album is the fact that there was a more of an experimental aspect to it.
Mm.
So
You know, I agree with you on that.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Did you have a problem with it?
No.
No.
I mean, when I looked it up, I wasn't expecting that,
Mm-hmm.
but not so much a problem because it fits the beautiful aspect of the song itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you listen to it and you're like, damn, this is beautiful. Or you can kind of pick up on her tone of it being a little sad, just like a couple of other songs. Then when you go look at the lyrics, you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the one thing I'll say about the lyrics is that I think everything to me is all just different things about her own personal experience. So she has like a song about her childhood, and then she has a song about a relationship with a person who, I mean, this is how I interpret it, is somebody who could be maybe transitioning or something. And then she has a song about somebody who's like dealing with something, and that she could be that, figure to help them. And then she had, you know what I mean? There's so many different track topics that all relate to the same themes of personal growth, personal experiences, and the way that those affect her future, essentially.
Mm.
Like, cause she has like the first song about her childhood, and
Right.
and it's her wondering, is this nostalgia, or is life actually better? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the next song is, maybe about your parents supporting you through some, or just having a support system, and those people, believing in you even if you don't believe in yourself. It's they're all the same thing. They're all personal experiences of hers, but they're all different stories.
Yeah.
That's how I look
It
at
all
it.
just kind of branches off from
Yeah,
the.
but I
from
can
the
see why
same.
you guys think that they all sound very similar, because they all are things that have to do with her relationship with herself or the people around her.
Mm.
What did you guys think about the first song that's all in English, When I See You? The way I interpreted the lyrics was, it's pretty much the struggles of a couple dealing with a long distance relationship. That's how I looked at it. Sonically, though, those vocals are so fucking beautiful, especially when she sings "I Miss You." She sings it in French, but in the translated part, like when it comes to that part, ooh, you could really feel the pain in her voice. Nothing crazy going on instrumentally, but golly, her vocal performance on this track is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's one of my favorites because I really liked her singing in English. I think she has a nice accent to it, and it's really different. The only thing different aspect of it in the album than what you're not used to is her singing in English, my perspective at least.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I have here. I mean, French, English, no matter how she sings this, her voice is beautiful.
Yeah. 100%.
This song is beautifully sad, and she literally couldn't have done anything better. This is the most perfect song off this album to me.
Oh.
To me,
That's good guess.
I have no idea who she's even singing about, and I feel her pain,
Yeah.
and I feel for her.
Yeah.
This song is beautiful. You can hear it in her tone. You know when she's hurting, and when the way she says "I love you," you can tell that she fucking means that from the bottom of her heart.
Mhm.
Her heartstrings, you feel it. You feel every emotion in this song, and it's beautiful.
The love is palpable, bro.
Bro,
Ooh.
this song is perfect. The song is perfect.
Truly
Yeah.
immaculate.
I didn't take it as a long distance relationship.
Okay.
I took it more of like getting back in touch with an ex, maybe.
Okay.
And I mean, really, for the first couple verses, yeah, I guess it could be seen as long distance. You know,
Yeah.
it seems a little bit more familiar and stuff. But I think when you hit verse 4, for some reason, and it could just be me misinterpreting it, but when you hit verse 4, she says, "When I see you, we will kiss again. In the morning, do you miss my face? Do you want to call tonight? I do, but it makes me sad. Maybe tomorrow." And then the way I heard that was just like, I don't know, if it's long distance, why would you be sad with talking with them? Why would you kind of put something off like that if you're really missing them that much? It seemed like it was more of like a hesitancy because it is an ex. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just how I
That's a good
interpreted
interpretation.
it,
I think.
but-
Yeah, you're probably spot on. The way I looked at it was, you want to call me tonight? I do, but it makes me sad. Maybe tomorrow. Like, fuck, dude. I would love to call you tonight, but I mean, there's only so much a little screen can do. You know what I mean? Compared to, the physical,
Yeah.
the physical connection and just being there for that person. So, but I think maybe with the new lens and the new perspective, I could see that definitely a
Yeah.
little more so than the long distance thing.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not like there's a huge jump between the two.
As far as some other interesting instrumental choices, I thought the song Settembre, I thought the
That
ending.
was a song.
That's a little 8-bit.
I thought
8-bit.
no, not
Let's
that
go.
one. I thought the ending of the song that I said sounded like a fucking straight up scene from like Midsummer or something.
Oh.
The ending of
Oh,
that song straight up
yeah.
sounded like Midsummer. The real like video gamey one is the next one, Bleh. That one's straight video game y. That's straight up Yoshi's Island main menu music, bro.
Lavender Town, Pokemon.
There you go.
Whoa.
Same
Wait.
vibes.
What?
Bleh.
I mean, I got that in September as well.
That's why I brought it up. It's
Yeah,
September.
I got
Interesting.
I got Pokemon, walking into the Poke Center vibe
And the
With-
another one?
in September with the keyboard,
Yeah.
because that's like, I could see your part though at the end, because at the end it's just like the keyboard,
Bro,
and then
it's
she comes
crazy.
back in.
Yeah.
No, so there is that part, but in like more like towards the beginning of the song, you actually got like the high pitch, like you got the high pitch keys, and so that's
Okay.
why I got very like Poke Center.
Yeah.
Walking in, revive my Pikachu, please.
Full HP, please. Thank you. I fainted while in my pocket. That little bastard. I love you though.
I got poisoned by a Weedle.
They used twin needles on my ass. That's fucked up. It's super resistant.
Bro,
But it's
your
super effective.
Your screen starts blacking out.
Yeah,
And
sorry,
the-
your
the
screen starts
fast-
having heart
Bro,
palpitations.
the faster you move, the quicker it gets. You get right into the Poke Center, you're walking up, and it says, Pikachu has fainted. Oof. There's nothing worse. But,
That does suck. Not gonna lie. That
bro,
does suck.
bro,
It's
Just
just
no,
last
unfortunate.
Pokemon, bro.
bro, I do get Poke Center vibes, though. Like,
Okay.
early on in that song, so I can see where Marcos gets that, too.
What about the next one though?
I don't know why, because I don't think the theme does too much. I don't think the themes are anything really different with this song, but I love that dreamy, like, it just feels so like surreal. The imagery that she has within these lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's especially, like, with this one, because it through and through, the song is beautiful.
Yeah, Blue.
Yes, but the lyrics itself about like the whole like water theme, like swimming and like swallowing water, like gasping for air and then coming
Yeah.
back up. So like that whole part fits really well.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? Did you guys get almost like a Light Wonder, almost like a Danny Elfman vibe on this track? Like that's almost the level of like light twinkliness on this track that I get from this track.
Like signs,
Also,
but
that fucking beat switch with that gross ass squelching in the
Oh,
background
yeah.
was fucking nuts, bro. I hated that shit. I hated that shit, bro.
Well,
Before it moves into the upbeat instrumental, like I
Mhm.
mean, that could be all symbolism for something, you know?
You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna say, and I'm glad you brought that up because this leads me into my reasoning for this thought. I can't think of his name right now, but it's the dude who directs Cinedoche New York, and then like Being John Malkovich.
Oh,
What the fuck is his name? I forget, but it's that really weird surreal type of movie, like the surrealism, not fucking insane David Lynch type shit, but a little bit more subtle. That's
Twin
the
Peaks.
kind of, but not as crazy.
Okay,
like
okay.
where everything just feels like subtly off. I don't know how
like
else to
an
explain it.
AI generated image.
Yes, dude, like very uncanny.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got that vibe with this song for sure. And I
Okay.
think the beat switch definitely adds to that.
Yeah.
Again, like the lyrics, I love the imagery, but it just, I don't know, everything just seems so dreamlike with this song. It's kind of hard to explain, but this shit, like,
It's like beautiful and unnerving at the same time.
yes, 100%. And that's why I bring up that director. I'm fucking failing not remembering his name, but same thing with him. Like, his movies are very surreal and they're very out there, but he shoots them just so beautifully.
That song has you just grasping for more, bro. Just like her trying to grasp for air while she's fucking
ooh,
being waterboarded, bro.
don't say that.
Waterboarded by life.
I don't even know about that.
Sorry. The third track, Den Mes Res. I
Ooh.
don't know how to say it, but
Mhm.
I just want to talk about the second half real quick. It almost gives me vibes of like being in a meadow or like some time passing in front of you montage style, like in a movie. Really catchy. The acoustic pluckings are amazing as always. The chimes reaching the peak at the end, very nice touch. And B, the outro track,
Mhm.
bro, giving me some fucking auto tune Team Pain ass vibes, bro. She can dabble in the front to some hyper pop or what, bro? Because it's
Hey, she
a
can do
minute
anything.
30 and damn near one of my favorite tracks just from those experimental vocals alone. I fucking love those auto tune vocals and that instrumentation in that last track.
So although it was beautifully done, I wish he would have done it a little softer and not like in that
Oh, so
like the auto.
so abrasive way.
Yeah, I wish he would have done it like a little like just softer, more subtle.
Just more melodically.
Exactly.
Not so
just
harsh.
to kind of like
Mhm.
fit what's going on. I mean, I guess the
Totally.
recordings does fit what's been like what's been going on throughout the album, but I wish she would have done it just a little softer and like that more like her vocals behind a piano keyboard sound.
Yeah, because everything else, like even the small little switch ups we had throughout the album, weren't as abrasive as this.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I
No,
mean?
not at
And
all.
for this, I guess it's okay because it's the last song. So then, like, okay, well, it's just gonna fuck up the flow of the rest of the album. It's the last song.
Yeah.
But even, yeah, I agree with you. It just seems so like out of left field in a way.
It was kind of like the end of Nelly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so and like of course that being like the part of the song that I didn't really like.
Right.
That's probably what kind of threw me off with this, even though it was well done. I just wish it would have been a little softer. That's all.
That's fair. That's fair. I like how crazy it ends, but I could see why somebody else would disagree because
Yeah.
tonally it is off, you know.
Yeah.
But is that it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm good.
I'm
Does anybody else have any
I'm okay.
tracks,
Top 3, baby. Let's get it.
bars, anything? We good? All right.
I'm good.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up. We'll give you our final thoughts, overall score, and top 3 tracks. Keenan, start us off.
All right. This album was a surprise. Overall, I love this album. So thank you, Isaac.
Got you, baby.
This album was beautiful. Just listening to it before I actually like did a deep dive into the lyrics. This album, you can listen to this for anything. Like I said, like I'm falling asleep to it. I'm cooking dinner to it. I'm making cocktails to it. This album is like the perfect song to have in the background. So that being said, I actually did a deep dive into a bunch of French artists, so I could have answered you in the beginning of the pod,
Oh.
but I just kind of wanted to hold off to the end.
Okay.
I found so many artists just through her alone. So I've been on a little French kick since the new year has started. So
Nice.
again, thank you, Isaac.
Got you.
So I'm definitely gonna keep a watch on what she releases from here on out. She has a beautiful voice. Instrumentally, just her tone, everything. She's beautiful. Give me more, please. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could have added this to my top 10 albums of the year, I would have last year. So again, thanks a lot, Isaac.
Of course.
This album was beautiful and her voice is amazing. So enough praise from me. Let's get down to the good stuff.
Whoa.
Top 3 tracks are When I See You, Septembre, and La Riviere,
Nice.
with an overall score 9 out of 10.
Holy shit.
The replay value is there. The only things that I hate about this album, obviously the first track, you can't even count it as a song,
Mhm.
and the end of Nelly.
Mm.
Other than that, this album is perfect through and through. Her voice is amazing. I'll even take very bad back to back. I'll take everything. I'll take the automation sounding and whatever.
I'll take all the beeps and boops.
I'll take
All of them
everything.
all at once.
This album is perfect, and from what she's led me to, I'm so happy for. So I'm into French pop now.
Good shit, dog.
So
good
thanks
shit.
a lot, Isaac. 9 out of 10.
shit.
That's good gas. That's good gas.
Is that the highest you've given an album?
I gave No Country a 10, right?
I think I gave Black,
Black Country.
Black Country
yeah,
a 10,
okay.
and I gave Saya a 9
Oh,
as well.
Saya, yeah, that's
but
right. That's right.
My turn.
Oh,
So
nice. No country.
No Country Elevate.
My top 3 tracks would be Blue, When I See You, and Septembre too. So I think we're all on the same track besides one song.
Yeah.
I like Blue a lot. Think the only thing this album is missing is going a bit out of their comfort zone, experimenting just a little bit, throwing a little spice, a little pepper into the formula. I think that's literally all it's missing. The replay value is 100% there. This is background music to a T, elevator music to a T, cooking music. I haven't done that at all, but
Get on
I
it.
was listening to this majority of the time in the office while I was at work, and it's very soothing and satisfying to listen to. So yeah, that's the only nick I have, is the fact that, pretty sure she's talented enough to, interpret some kind of experimental sounds into her album, and she didn't do that. But that's a very small nick. I will give this album an 8 out of 10. 8.5 actually. 8.5.
Whoa.
8.5,
Yup,
Damn,
keep it going.
Peggy.
Keep it going up. Let's
Holy
go.
shit.
Run
Can
it
we-
up.
Can we get another half?
Run it
No.
up, run it up.
No.
Yeah. No. That's it for me.
Yeah, this album, bro, like, as you guys kind of already alluded to, like, yes, it wasn't exactly, like, surprising or the most cutting edge album, but god damn, can that woman just sing her ass off, do it consistently well, have consistently good production, have lyrics that are consistently either, one, relatable, or two, thought-provoking. What else can I say? She's just overall just a very talented artist, and I'm very glad that I found her. Shout outs to Colors, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like you guys said, yeah, she could have been a little more experimental, and I agree with that. And yeah, she could have, zigged when she could have zagged, sort of deal. But I mean, let's be honest, dog. All that shit is fucking nitpicks, bro. This shit's fucking gas. So, my top 3 tracks would be Jardin, When I See You, and tied between Puppy and B.
Yup.
And my final review is an 8.5 out of 10.
Yup.
Marcos.
Literally.
Lovely.
Yes, sir.
I am in agreement with you and Marcos that there definitely could have been some more experimentation done. And there was. There was bits and pieces here, and I definitely appreciated that. But for me, I think that affected the album a lot more overall. The sound is really good, and I love I love that like dreamy soundscape of it. It's very surreal sounding to me, and it's very soft. But I think at a certain point, it just felt like it kind of blended together a little too much.
A little droning in a way.
Yeah, and it's definitely an album that grew on me a little bit more, because when I first listened to it, I really wasn't coming back to it that often. And now that we've had a little bit of time to sit on it, like I've been coming back to it a little bit more, especially my top 3 tracks. But as a project, as a whole, it's grown a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to really say if it's not like the sound, or if it's not the lack of experimentation or the length. Honestly, can't even really say what else about it just isn't grabbing me as much as I thought it would.
It's personal.
Yeah, it's personal, but
preference.
like even talking about it, I can't say like anything was bad. I can't say that there was one thing that stood out that was a huge freaking issue for me.
Right.
It's just, I don't know. There's just something about this that just didn't catch me as much as I would have liked. So, top 3 tracks in order are going to be number 3, Blue, number 2, Puppy, and number 1, I'm sorry, how do you pronounce it? The second track,
Jardin.
Jardin? Okay, Jardin, hopefully.
Or
Track 2,
Jardin this whole time.
Jardin, Keith Jardine.
Yeah. The Dean of Mean, baby. Shout out King Coffee.
Hell yeah, I met him at a Lobos game. Shout out.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, that'll be my number 1 track overall. And overall score is going to be a 7 out of 10. And that'll conclude our review of this album, Consolation by Pomme. I'm sure you haven't listened to it, so please listen to it. Hey, listen, give some fucking foreign music a chance, bro. There's some good shit out there. Just because, there's a language barrier doesn't mean shit.
100%.
Expand your taste. There's definitely some good stuff out there. And
Yup.
the French are always, doing something a little little out the box, you
They're
know.
always
They're-
Frenching it up.
yeah, they always got a certain what do you say?
Je ne
Je ne
sais
sais
quoi.
quoi. So give it a listen.
Yes, quite.
Yes, quite. So give it a listen. Let us know what you think. If you somehow have listened to it, let us know what you think about it. I definitely think it's something worth your time. Until then, we'll catch you on the next episode of the Underground Treehouse Podcast. Thank you for listening. Later.
Bye.